Hey guys, Romie here, so please like, comment, subscribe. This is my review for Greenleaf, Season 2, Episode 7. Lord, the season finale is already next week, so let's get right into this. Now, the episode, it's called Born to Trouble. Yeah, because it has to do with Faith. This is the anniversary of Faith's death. And the thing that's going on is that Grace, she's actually having a dream. And she thought it was, well, more so a nightmare. And it had to do with Mac. So you know it was a nightmare. Off the jump, off the rip, it was already a nightmare. Mac was there, he was the driver, and essentially kind of like taunting her. So she wakes up because Sophia was in the car. She was there. And I feel like it almost was as if it was either, it almost kind of reminded me of when she was first going there. And now we know that her main motive was to take down Mac. So I did catch that. Now, what's currently going on is that Bishop, he's doing okay, but he needs Grace to understand that, you little girl, today's the death of your sister. I don't want you to be doing anything to piss me off. I don't want you to do anything to make your mother upset. I just need you to be calm. We see that Lady May's over it. Lady May's over today. She's over the entire situation. She's just tired of the madness. She wants it to stop. And that's what's going on right there. Because Grace is just like, you know what? I can't. She can't let go. Especially today, being with the death of her sister. She can't let go. They're saying you need to let go. Like, what is wrong with you? Get it together. Lady May is now in the car. She's with Bishop. The thing is, guess who contacts her? Mac! Mac contacts her as if, oh, well, you know, I want to give my condolences for today. You want to give, You want to give your condolences? Oh, really? Okay then. Okay then. I got something for you. Click. That's what I have for you. How dare you? Mac really wants to act like he didn't do it. Mac is an expert liar, so that's how I know he did it. Mac's with this woman. We'll call her Latrice. That's what we'll call her. So he's with Latrice, and Latrice is just like, you know what? It's almost time. You're almost in the clear, so we're all good to go. Grace is over it, again, because Grace is trying to figure out how is she going to go and make sure that this man gets put away. She doesn't know how. The time slide's almost up. They need to find another witness. And they have someone. This girl. They didn't really vet her because at the time things start to slow down. There was kind of a temporary stop on the entire case. But we find out that, yeah, there is another girl, that there's a possibility that they can go and get her, use her. That way they can make this whole thing happen. When I say they, I mean Grace. Because Grace is the one spearheading the entire thing. Now, over at Triumph, well, that's what they're trying to do. Triumph is having their troubles. The assistant comes in and says, look, hello, we're about to run out of money. Like, what are you doing here? We need to stop Triumph 2 because Triumph 2 is dragging us down. Bishop Skanks is saying, no, I got it. Don't worry about it. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. We got it covered. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Jacob's trying to say, maybe we should back off. Skanks told him, look, boy. That's not what he said, but he might as well have said that. Look, we're going to continue with it. We are going to triumph. There's nothing going to stop us. Don't worry about it. See, this is why I am the leader and you are my pupil. Because you give up too easily. Me? No, I take what I want. And what I want is to make sure that your father goes down. I said, a little too obsessed and a little too focused on that. While that's going on, we have Charity and Kevin. Their divorce is finalized, and Kevin's just all like, oh, so you happy now? Oh, so you happy now, right? You have to be happy now. Why? Because you're finally getting what you wanted. I'm gone. I'm out of the picture. Aren't you just so happy about that? And she's like, no, I actually wasn't. I said, no way, Charity. Charity. Now, do I feel bad because she walks out? No. Because look, I know Charity didn't intend for all of this to go down the way that it did, but she should have known what would happen if she opened her mouth to her family the way that she did it. Now, Charity, she gets her album cover. And, of course, her father's looking at it. And I guess because of the day that it came and all of that, she was just like, oh, do you think that it was fitting? Do you think that it was right? Because the album title is called Hold Me Close. And her father's just like, no, We need something positive to go and, a bright spot. We need a bright spot. And she's just like, you know what, take 2 albums. It doesn't even matter right now. Her main issue is her and Kevin. And I'm glad that Bishop was there to console his daughter. And he was just telling her, look, baby. Essentially saying that she's a diamond and how diamonds, when they have their flaws, when those flaws are worked out, they shine brighter than ever. And he was like, that's you. And I said, oh, Bishop, that touched me. It really did. Now we see some product placement with the car when Grace gets out of it. And she goes to Mac's previous apartment. And she goes there. I remember she talks to the woman who was the receptionist. And the woman was trying to act coy, like, I'm not sure what she was saying. Oh, so you know that Mac lived... Yes, I'm aware that a so-and-so lived here. Correct. Well, are you also aware of what he did? I can't discuss that. I'm not at liberty. Grace said, okay, that's cute and all, but here's how this really goes. I need your help. I don't know if this woman, this girl who lives in this apartment, if she got molested or not. You know what I'm saying, because you know what he did to my sister. Yes, I'm aware. So I just need to make sure nothing happened to her. Okay, so she gets home from school at 4. I said, you know what? Even though I get it, I get why she bent. I almost wish that she didn't, because I'm thinking, dang it. That's a little girl. That's a different story. Like, I know the mom is cool for Cocoa Puffs, so you can't go and talk to her, because she'd be like, no, I want to talk to my daughter. But still, I don't know how I feel about the information being given. On one hand, I respect it. On the other hand, I'm like, but what if she wasn't? What if she wasn't who she said she was, and this was Mac coming in? But anyway, Mac, on the other hand, he's talking to the mayor, and then he wants the mayor to give him a job. He gives the mayor some more money. I'm thinking, why are you accepting this man's life savings and thinking that you can just go ahead and do whatever you want with it, and for him to not ask for anything in return when he's in the position that he's in? How does that make any sense? Max said, well, do you want me to go and snitch and tell them on how you received the money to run your mayoral campaigns and get all this stuff? It's like, no, I'll get you, I'll figure something out. Charity, I'm like, yeah, we'll see about that. Charity goes to Kevin, and Kevin's irritated, he's irked, and he's being short with her because, aside from the fact that they just got divorced, he's trying to act like everything's normal. Kevin's trying to find an apartment. He's saying, every time I try and book an actual apartment, I lose the place. Right now, he's still working at the church, but he knows he's not going to stay in the house anymore. So, Charity's just like, you know what? I understand that you're going through something, but are you going to come to my sister's memorial? No, I'm not going to do that. It's like, no, it has nothing to do with us. It's just, I'm not in the headspace to deal with something like that. Okay, well, can you at least be in the headspace to be with your son? Of course I can. And thank you. Thank you. I know it's technically your time, so thank you. I said, oh, that's nice. Kevin just wants his family. And even though I like that and respect that to a certain degree, Kevin still did what he did. So we're not going to pretend like that didn't happen, even though I still don't like how Charity handled it. I felt like she has mouth with so many people, but she has mouth with the wrong people. She needs to have mouth with some more of the people in her family to be like, I'm handling this. I got this. Back off. Back off. But then again, how can you do that when you're living under someone's roof and your family's paying for your albums and all this other stuff? That's part of the problem. Grace is waiting there, and the girl that Mac, remember in season 1, we saw him have interactions with, and when her mother was going through stuff, he would go and have her sleep over, and Grace needs to talk with her. She's like, am I in trouble? No, you're not in trouble. So you understand who Mac is, whatever his real name is, and you know what he's being charged for. Yeah, but he didn't do it. How do you know? Because I know he didn't do it. He's a good man. And Grace just put it out there. Okay, so he didn't do anything to you? He didn't touch you? She says no. Are you sure? Yes. Why are you sure? Because he didn't do it. Didn't do what? He didn't touch me. Really? I don't know why. I'm looking at her like she likes him so much and she respects him so much that I feel like even if he did touch her, she probably wouldn't say anything. She'd probably be the type where it's like, that's not what I thought this was going to be, but I feel safe here. This dude's protecting me, so I'm going to keep my mouth shut. She goes and leaves, and I don't know if Grace had that look of, oh my god, this girl's lying to me, and Mac has her under her thumb, or more so like, oh my god, at least this one person that he didn't violate. I don't know where Grace's headspace was at, but I do know she just, the look was so, she looked so so confused and unsure of what she was going to do next, because I feel like she was almost hoping that, okay, she would have had this girl to say, yes, that happened to me, so that now she can go and run back and say, see, he did it, we have someone else, and that almost came, and that's how the girl almost took it, like, should he have done something to me? It's like, no, it's good, it's good. While Mac is trying to do regular things and order some flowers for his girl, he gets a call from the young girl, and she's just like, you know what, some girl came and she was asking me questions about you. What'd you say? I said that you were a good man, because you are. That's all it was. And then she starts talking about how her mom's still going nuts, and her medication just got changed, so she's a little loopy right now. She's a little loopy, she's a little crazy, kind of go and hang out with you, kind of go and stay with you. She wanted to talk more, but Max, we'll call her Latrice, comes in, and Matt goes and makes up some excuse to get off the phone. Latrice had the look of, oh, who is that? Oh, that was just the lawyer. Oh, how's everything? Everything's going well. You know, we're almost in the clear. Okay, good. And it's just weird. I don't like how it almost feels like we're normalizing this guy. I know that society does that, but this still irks me. Jacob, he's at the poker place. Again, I'm trying to figure out why did the place have to be at his house. I don't know if Skanks is trying to implicate him as well so that he has dirt in his hands. I don't know. What I do know is that we see the mayor. He wants to go and talk to Skanks. So the mayor's saying how I saw your uncle today. And, you know, he wanted me to offer him a job. So, you know, just being a good person, I'm going to go and give him something small, something quick. No, don't do that. No, but I appreciate if you wouldn't do that. No, man, from you, I just wanted to make sure that you knew about, but this is something that's going to happen. I'm going to let... And Jacob said, hold up. I told you not to do it. So I have to go back and forth, especially today, to go, or tomorrow, to see my sister. My sister who killed herself because of this man. Because he pushed the mayor up against the gate. And this is like, look, you're not going to do it. I told you you're not going to do it. So you try something and watch. I'll mollywop you. Try me. Try me. Try me. I said, Jacob, where's this from? And this is the Jacob that I know Carissa would appreciate. So I'm saying, you need to get more of this. Come on, man. And I wasn't mad at him. How dare you go and try to tell him, oh yeah, I know he molested your sister, but I'm going to give him a little part-time job so he can pay the bills. Who? What? Are you supposed to be my friend? We supposed to be cool, compadres? No. No. Anyway, back at the house, Lady May and Bishop, they're sitting around the table, have this photo book out with face pictures. And they're just remembering the good times and how nice things used to be. Grace comes in, she comes in defeated, she comes in very tired, and she just wants to go upstairs. But her mother said, no, come on, child. Because I think her father's like, come on and remember your sister with us. She's like, I had a long day, I'd just rather not. And Lady May said, excuse me, don't be disrespectful. I'm not being disrespectful, Mom. I just had a long day, and I just don't want to deal. Excuse me. Then she gets up, says, how dare you? How dare you get up and ignore your father, disrespect me? It's always about you. It's always about you and what you want and what matters to you most. You came back here to do something. Again, it was all about you. It wasn't about your sister. It was always about you. It's always about you. You get everything you want. You don't know trials and tribulations. Oh, you had a hard day? How about having a hard life? How about having a hard life, and then we can talk. Then we can talk. Because what your sister went through, what I went through, what those other girls went through, you have no idea. And you're talking about you have such a hard time. And I said, oh, well, is it going to come out? Oh, is she going to say what happened to her? But she holds back. She goes back to the table, borderline crying. Bishop having that look of, oh my God, she almost told herself. Queen Sugar's coming back June, what was it, 20th and 21st or something like that? Either way, I'm ready. I'm more than ready. Now mind you, I said, it's kind of true. Grace does kind of come off as selfish. I get it. She's trying to go after Mac. But she's forgetting a lot of stuff while trying to avenge her sister at this point in time. Like, come on now. Let's just be real about that front. She's a little too obsessive about it at this particular moment in time. There are other things going on in her life. Now, at the poker game, things are going relatively well. And, you know, of course, Skanks is doing his usual preachy Southern smack talk. Now, while Mac is off and he's about to go in the bathroom, he's in the bathroom, his phone goes off, and I said, Latrice, you don't trust him that much. She goes over there, she looks over to, and she says, oh, who is this? Because it's, of course, the other girl, the young girl. I said, you know, my mom's bugging out. Can I go home and sleep over at your place tonight? I said, Max says, look, what is that? Well, you'll need to have to touch the phone to know who it is. I said, uh-oh, how are you going to do this, Mac? And that's how I knew he was lying, because he is such a good liar. I borderline believed him when he just said what he said. Oh, no, that's Sophia. That's Sophia. Yeah, Grace's child. No, I know who Sophia is, but why would you be contacting her? You see how Grace is. Grace is crazy. She just needs an outlet, someone to talk to. Do you want to go and call her? Call her. No, I don't need to call her. I would have been like, okay. Hello? Who is this? Oh, so you're not Sophia? Boom! But no, I said, Mac, he is a dangerous person. At the poker game, unfortunately, Mr. Skanks, he lost, and he lost when he leaves because he looked hurt. Jacob made sure he didn't lose all of his money. I said, wait a minute, Jacob, I thought you guys are poor. No, you're not. You probably like liquidated some of your personal assets or inheritance. That's probably what he did to get that money, because Skanks was saying he's going to pay him back. No, I'm going to pay you back, and then I'm going to pay everything back. Jacob said, hold up. Did you just bet the church's money in there? And he said, yeah. Oh, yeah. I said, Lord, what type of backwater deals that he's going to have to do to make this whole thing work. Bishop is trying to mentally prepare for what's going to occur tomorrow. Everyone is. What's her name? Charity, she's going and she's with her baby. You know, just holding on. Grace goes back into Faith's room, and, you know, she's just remembering the good old days. They look at a picture of themselves. And also, I feel like Grace is just like, look, I have a mission, and I can't forget the mission. I can't forget the mission because it's my sister. I didn't do right by her to make sure that her abuser was put away before. I'm going to do it now because at least there's people who can kind of back me up. And I feel bad for Grace because I feel like she's just stuck. She's just stuck. Really stuck. Now it's time for them to go to the family thing, you know, Faith's thing. And Lil Zoe, she's being her usual self. She's ready to go. Chris is just like, you know, so is everything good? Everything copacetic? Watch this. Because Jacob was down, so Carissa wanted to tell him, say something positive about your sister. Well, she essentially, when I was hitting a brick wall, when I was doing, what was it called, baseball, she came to support me because she said my big brother can do anything, and that meant a lot to him. Oh, how cute. Now, they're there in remembrance. Everyone's there, they're listening, and it's like, you know, we've been through a lot of times, trials and tribulations, but we have to hold on, we have to move forward. And I'm thinking, is this speech more so for Grace and a little bit for Charity? I feel like it is. I feel like it is. Everyone hugs and embraces. Now, I already told you guys about Aaron and Kevin. Kevin, he hears the game going on and he sees Aaron, so he goes in and it's just like, hey, what's good, what's good? Oh, so cute, and the baby smiles like, oh, the baby. And just like, oh, would you mind if I sit down and watch? Yeah. And the whole time Aaron looking at him like, oh, like, I said it. I knew it. I called it. I thought it was obvious. And Kevin going looking back at Aaron like, oh, okay. Oh, this is some mess. Sophia's trying to talk to, I already told you guys that love interest. As soon as he came on, I said, that's going to be Kevin's love interest. I said it a couple episodes back. I mean, reviews back. I knew it. I knew it from the I knew it. Ding! Knew it. Now, Sophia, she is such a Grace did a great job. Grace and her ex, they did a great job because Sophia actually apologized to Zora, even though she didn't have to, even though in my opinion she shouldn't have, because the little bad Zora was still in the mood, and so Sophia said, you know what, the godly thing to do would be to apologize. So she apologized. Zora's just like, oh, don't worry about it. I was like, yeah, well, it was about my birthday party, and I'm sorry I yelled at you in front of everyone and did all this stuff. Oh, no, I don't care. Not a big deal. And she goes and she runs up to her parents and walks with them. And, of course, Grace is just like, okay, you good, you good. No, Sophia, you're going to have to stay away from your cousin because your cousin has some roots on her. There's some bad juju around her, and you don't need to be around that. They get back to the house, and they see this bouquet of flowers. Grace goes and reads it, and it's Mac. Mac sent the flowers, kind of almost like in a taunting way. So then Grace goes, she runs out, she grabs the first car. It's a Jeep. She drew a Grand Cherokee. And Sophia, she reads the car, she runs out. And I swear, I don't know what movie it was, but I was watching Ashley's review, and that's the same image I had in my mind. I thought she was going to say, Mama! I said, no, what, this is too much. Next week's the season finale. Can you believe that? Please like, comment, subscribe. Come back next week.